My greetings on the holy day of Eid. Eid Mubarak to all our viewers joining me tonight. On this day, Prophet Muhammad is believed to have won the Battle of Badr, and it is celebrated with sweets, which is why it's also called Meethi Eid, and we've just had Sevaiyan. Unfortunately, the sweetness of this holy day has been injected with bitterness of nafrat and rajniti. Let me tell you how optics and appeasement cast a dark shadow on this very holy festival. Politics in Yogiland has been dominated by meat ban on Navratras and curbs on namaz in open spaces despite a ban. Watch these visuals from cities like Hapur and Moradabad, where people insisted on offering namaz only on the road where it had been banned. Remember, the Yogi Sarkar has argued that this obstructs traffic and causes inconvenience to others. In 2024, police had taken action against 80 people for defying similar directives. And yet, as you can see this year too, people flouted the rules and argued with the police. But here's the larger picture. Who's egging on people to defy rules? Watch this video of AIMIM leader Waris Pathan offering prayers on the road in Mumbai. Leading by example, he will be joining us on the show, so I will ask him why he decided against going to a masjid instead in just a bit. But after namaz, he put out the tweet thanking the police and the BMC for cleaning the roads to offer namaz, helping every single Muslim. Not just that, he also hugged and shook hands with the police officers. Some would say it's reflective of India's inclusive fabric. But wait for it. Here comes the clincher. Akhilesh's Man Friday in Maharashtra, Abu Azmi has declared that there is an undeclared emergency in the nation under Prime Minister Modi. Let's again look at the visuals of Waris Pathan hugging the policeman. Doesn't look like his fundamental rights are being crushed by anybody, least of all the BJP Sarkar. Does this look like the dark hour of emergency to you, viewers? You, the viewer, are the judge. Anyway, it's not just about Abu Azmi. This Eid, Akhilesh Ki Sena has unleashed their wrath. This time, it's a parliamentarian, Ziaur Rahman Barq, who asked, what's wrong if rules are flouted? Farki kya padta hai? Barq seems to draw a parallel to Ram Navami processions and has asked the question, why is it okay to block roads for one festival and not for a 10-minute namaz in another? Watch how this holy day witnessed politics of divisive.
और अगर एक त्योहार को रोड सड़क बंद करके कराया जा सकता है तो दूसरे त्योहार की 10 मिनट की नमाज से आपत्ति नहीं होनी चाहिए।
जब मैं घर के टेरिस पर जो मेरे बाप की जमीन है, जो मैंने बनाया है, मेरा घर है अपना, उस पर मैं नमाज नहीं पढ़ सकता, ये कौन सा कानून है? लगता है कि डिक्टेटरशिप आ गई है। अनडिक्लेयर्ड इमरजेंसी है, अनडिक्लेयर्ड हिंदू राष्ट्र है।
But the bitterness and poison was not just limited to the BJP, but also got misdirected towards Sanatan itself. Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, declared that she rejects the Ganda religion, Ganda Dharm created by a Jumla party. She went on to say that BJP itself is a Danga party. So, Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav also jumped in to say that BJP is applying the Bengal formula of hate in UP as well. Congress and Owaisi also jumped in and said RSS is a terrorist organization and it's only a threat to India, not just Muslims. Watch the provocation that came freely and open.
देखो स्वामी विवेकानंद ने क्या बोला, हम रामकृष्ण का धर्म मानता है, स्वामी विवेकानंद को धर्म मानते हैं, लेकिन हम जानबूझ के एक गंदा धर्म जो इसने बनाया, जो एक जुमला पार्टी ने बनाया, वो धर्म को हम नहीं मानता है, वो तो हिंदू धर्म का खिलाफ में है। कोनो रकम दंगा करते देंगे ना, कोनो रकम दंगा करने नहीं देंगे कि उसका एक ही आवाज है, दंगा करो और हमारा आवाज है, दंगा रुको।
ममता बनर्जी जी जो कह रही हैं एकदम ठीक कह रही हैं। आज जो ममता बनर्जी जी फेस कर रही हैं बंगाल में, जिस तरह का भारतीय जनता पार्टी झूठा प्रचार कर रही है बंगाल में और बिहार में, इसी तरह का गंदा प्रचार, घटिया प्रचार भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने यूपी में भी किया था।
आरएसएस तो मैंने साफ कहा है कि आरएसएस ये आतंकवादी संगठन है और आरएसएस ने बजरंग दल और विश्व हिंदू परिषद जैसी बहुत सारे संगठन तैयार किए हैं।
भारत में न हिंदुओं को मुसलमानों से खतरा है, न मुसलमानों को हिंदुओं से खतरा है। भारत में अगर हिंदू, मुसलमान, सिख, ईसाई को, इस भारत के आईन को अगर किसी से खतरा है तो आरएसएस, उसकी आइडियोलॉजी, योगी और मोदी से खतरा है।
These secularists selective on secularism, do you really think so? While the India Alliance attacked Yogi for banning namaz on the streets, let's get you a NewsHour fact check. Under Mamata Banerjee, Ram Navami processions were blocked from entering Muslim areas in 2023. The Trinamool Congress Sarkar in 2020 imposed a statewide lockdown for 7 days during Ram Mandir Bhumi Pujan. In 2019, Mamata Banerjee denied permission for bike rallies on the occasion of Ram Navami. Congress Sarkara in Karnataka banned Ganesh processions during Ganesh Chaturthi, while Akhilesh Yadav, when he was the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, put a DJ ban during Kanwad Yatra. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Motorola legitimate question that we're asking on the news are tonight. Why mar a holy day with hate and Rajniti? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining me tonight, Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political commentator, Sanjay Jha, Congress leader, Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Tausif Ahmed Khan, lawyer and political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress. But my first question goes to Waris Pathan, national spokesperson of the AIMIM. वारिस पठान भाई, ईद मुबारक आपको भी और आज पैनल पे जितने लोग हैं सबको। वारिस भाई, I want to ask you, was it a deliberate attempt to polarize and to send a message across to Uttar Pradesh, which is why you decided that the best place to offer namaz was the roads in Mumbai? Is it only because 2 districts in Uttar Pradesh had banned namaz on the roads and you wanted to actually egg them on? Because in Mumbai, it wasn't banned on the road. So why were you literally cocking a snook at anybody? Only to create polarization and send a message?
Well, Navika, Eid Mubarak to you, to your viewers, to my co-panelists and to the entire nation, my Bharat. Eid Mubarak. Now, coming back to your point, what I had said earlier was that, Navika, that if there is no place in the mosque, a question was posed to me, which was raised by some Shinde group leader, that people must not pray namaz on the road. So I said, if the mosques are full, I will pray namaz on the road. Because Eid namaz you cannot pray at home. There is a khutbah which you have to go there and listen to it. So I said very well. And today what happened? There was no place in the mosque. So we just went there on the roads. We offered our prayer. And what happened? Heavens did not fall. It was just for half an hour. Peacefully we prayed namaz. There was no traffic congestion. Nobody was stopped from moving on the road. There was police bandobast properly done there. And so prayers were done for the benefit of the entire country. We prayed for the country. We met everybody, hugged each other, came home, have sevaiya. So what was the problem? प्यार मोहब्बत से सुकून शांति के साथ पूरी नमाज हो गया आधे घंटे के अंदर, किसी को तकलीफ नहीं दी, किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ, किसी को नुकसान नहीं हुआ। यही तो देश की खूबसूरती है। दैट इज व्हाई वी टॉक अबाउट द सेक्युलरिज्म, गंगा जमुना तहजीब ऑफ आवर कंट्री। This message must go all over the country. They see how Muslims come in lakhs on the streets. They offer prayers. No dancing, no band baja, no DJ, nothing adjustment. But there are certain people who wants to spread just hatred. Hatred to how to spread hatred.
There are
just go
certain
against
people on the
Muslims.
panel
Whatever
who
they do,
definitely
we have to go
make
against
it
them.
make
We
it
have
a
go
point
against
to
the religious
mention no
practices as well.
dancing on the roads,
They are
no
making
no
this
DJ. आपका इशारा किस तरफ है वारिस भाई, समझ आ रहा है मुझे. प्रदीप भंडारी ये सेक्युलर हैं, ये सेक्युलर हैं.
आपको बता रहा हूँ 10 सेकंड मेरे को दो, मैं अभी खत्म
नहीं 1 मिनट होल्ड ऑन. प्रदीप भंडारी, वारिस पठान एक्सट्रीमली सेक्युलर, नमाज पढ़ेंगे तो सड़क पर पढ़ेंगे, डीजे बैंड बाजा और प्रोसेशंस के खिलाफ बोलेंगे और फिर कहेंगे इस देश में गंगा जमुनी तहजीब है. रिस्पॉन्ड टू हिम प्रदीप भंडारी.
Navika, well, Navika ji, wishing to your entire panelists on the second day of Chaitra Navratri and also wishing Varis Pathan ji. Varis Pathan ji, you are offering Sivaiya to everybody. I also want to offer you Gujia on the second day of Chaitra Navratri. I hope you will not have the problem with Gujia, like you have problem with DJ, like you have problem with Kavad Yatra, like you have problem with Holi, like you have problem with Diwali. So if you are really a, well, thank you so much Varis bhai, and I will hope that your entire, party also brands it, because clearly you
I
have
don't have
issues
problem
whenever
with
Hindus
any
celebrate
festival,
their
sir.
festival. And if you are truly a secular man, I will tell you.
I have no
will tell
issues.
you. Let me complete, Varis ji. Varis ji, if you are really a secular man, you will.
I have no
if
issues.
you are really a
Celebrate
secular
Eid,
man,
celebrate
if you are
Eid
really a
together,
secular
you
man,
celebrate Diwali,
then
you celebrate Diwali together.
you should today condemn Mamta Banerjee for, no, if you are really a secular man, you should really take back your statement of saying 15 crores
No, why
you should
Mamta
apologize
Banerjee,
to the people of India,
spokesperson is
because
there.
you said to the
Navika
people of
will
India that
definitely ask
मुसलमानों की
him
citizenship
question,
चले
he will be able to
जाएगी,
reply.
citizenship चले
Why should I reply on his behalf?
citizenship चले जाएगी, सीए के बाद में एक मुसलमान की citizenship नहीं गई. You are a conflict entrepreneur, Varis bhai. You thrive whenever you want to create a conflict between Hindus and Muslims. That is the reality. भाई बहुत सारे मुसलमानों ने पीसफुली नमाज की है, पर आपको इशू बनाना था. आपको इस्माइल फारूकी का 1994 का जजमेंट भी याद नहीं है, परंतु उसके बावजूद आपने ये किया है. No, that is your turn. I was listening to you. I will tell you why when you were quiet. Because if you were truly a secular person, you would have spoken when Hindus were attacked in Paschim Bengal. If you are truly a secular person, you would have spoken against Fameen Khan. If you were truly a secular person, you would have spoken when Ganesh Chaturthi was banned in Karnataka. If you are truly
ठीक है तो बात मत कीजिए. प्रदीप भंडारी, यू आर टचिंग अ रॉ नर्व. गणपति बप्पा मोरिया बोलने के बाद वारिस भाई को खुदा से माफी मांगनी पड़ी थी. तो आप गणपति तो इन्हें याद कराइए मत. It touches a raw nerve in Varis bhai. He says he is very secular. He loves all religions, but certainly in practical life, he's had a problem with saying Ganpati Bappa Moria. डांट पड़ी, माफी मांगा खुदा से.
लेकिन history.
I'll come back to you, Pradeep Bhandari, but Tausif Ahmad Khan, it would be Eid Mubarak, even without Mamta Banerjee saying that Hindus are following a ganda dharma. ईद मुबारक तो उसके बिना भी हो सकती थी, लेकिन हर बार ईद मुबारक बोलने के लिए हिंदू धर्म को गाली क्यों देनी पड़ती है? Why do you have to abuse another religion just so that you can celebrate a good festival in the Muslim religion? Is that really necessary? I want to ask you, Tausif bhai, in all earnestness tonight, on why another religion has to be pulled down. Why there is no sound when there is, Sanatan that is called dengue, malaria, AIDS. Not one word comes out. None of the secularists speak up. And even today, on a festival, of course, it is your festival. Eid Mubarak is something we wish each one of our Muslim brothers and sisters. But why should you abuse another religion? Can you please explain to this nation?
Navika, first of all, Eid Mubarak to you and to every panelist and to every viewers of your channel. Now, you have said, you have tried to, be very reasonable in your opening remarks, but you have not been. You said the Eid is my festival, and that is exactly against the philosophy that Mamata Banerjee or the people of Bengal believes in, which takes inspiration from Swami Vivekananda and Ram Krishna. What is that philosophy? The philosophy is dharmo jar jar utsav shabab. That means that you may have different religion, but when it comes to festival, it is for all. Therefore, the festival of Eid is for you as well as for me, as well as for each and every Indians.
The festival
Now,
of
there are some political
Navratri,
leaders.
the festival of Navratri is also
which is
for
called
you
Jumla
as
Party
well
leaders.
as for
They
me.
don't believe in that philosophy.
So happy Navratri.
They are against the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda.
Well, Navika.
Happy Navratri.
Yes, happy Navratri. And
Okay.
Mamata Banerjee from the dais also.
Why did Mamata Banerjee called it a Ganda Dharma?
Hindu religion as a Ganda Dharma.
Yes, because according to her, Hindu religion does not allow any Hindus to become so offensive against Muslims or against any other religion.
But we are not.
Where there are people openly saying that they will repeat Jallianwala Bagh against Muslim, where there are people placing restrictions on what to wear, what to eat and where to offer prayers. You cannot offer namaz in your own house on the terrace. You cannot offer namaz outside the mosque on the road, whereas other people of other religions can freely do that. Therefore, this hypocrisy is not the part of Hindu religion. That is what Mamata Banerjee is saying.
I want to know which other religion sits and does their prayers on the road. I want to ask you, if you are on the roads, where are the cars and trucks and autos and cycles supposed to go? Anand Ranganathan, is this just confrontation for the sake of confrontation, egged on by political parties? Because normally on Eid day, people will go to their masjid, they will offer their prayers and they will come out. Who has said terrace pe nahi ho sakta? They've only said that in some areas that road pe mat karo. It inconveniences people who are driving and going to work. What is the problem? What is the problem that makes it so difficult for everybody to accept these rules and laws that they have to call another religion a Ganda Dharma?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists, and wishing happy Eid Mubarak to everyone who's celebrating it. Tausif Bhai, you have Waris Pathan Saab and Tariq Bhai. Wish you a very happy Eid, and others as well. A couple of points out here, which is very important. On this day, I have to say this, it will be years before people realize that the real hatred that is being spread, the real Hindu-Muslim that is being done on account of abusing Hindus. And it will be decades before people realize that the real discrimination that is happening in our country is not happening constitutionally, legally against Muslims, but against Hindus. Be that as it may. I just want to point out one thing, that Hindus are obligated, according to one panelist, to celebrate Eid, but someone like Waris Pathan is castigated by his party senior for chanting Ganpati Bappa Moria and apologize for it. So, of course, there is no equality, but I don't even want to go there. I just want to show you that under the UPA in 2010, the Delhi High Court passed an order prohibiting namaz to be offered on the roads. This is in 2010. Now, was there Hindu-Muslim being done by the UPA? Was there Hindu-Muslim being done by the High Court? The fact of the matter is that all people of all religions, Navika, I did not, Tausif, at least today, please do not interrupt. Allah is watching. Yes. Navika.
No.
People
it is a
of
fact.
all
Delhi
religion.
High Court judge caught with cash. 2 judges have been transferred from Delhi High Court. It's a fact.
But this judgment came out in 2010 when there was no cash. Okay, so let's not put a question mark over judgments that came out.
Time to discover.
At least 15.
It does not mean that all cash was collected this year. The cash could have been collected
Then why don't you ask Dr. Sanjay Jha on why the UPA did not discover any cash burnt or otherwise? But Anand Ranganathan, complete your point.
Navika, you must give me 10 extra seconds to at least counter this preposterous claim that just because a High Court judge was found with some cash, all prior and future High Court judgment are null and void because of that. Is that what the lawyer Tausif is saying? Anyway, what I wanted to say was that people of all religions celebrate on the roads festivals. For example, you have Muharram processions. Muslims also do processions, Hindus also do processions, but in this case, I quoted the 2010 Delhi High Court judgment that namaz should not be read on the roads, and the muezzin and the imam of the mosque accepted it. But that was during Congress. So obviously there was no RSS, there was no conspiracy. This is the problem in this country. You have double standards. People who actually do Hindu-Muslim are the one who accuse others of doing Hindu-Muslim and spreading hatred.
I want to ask you, Sanjay Jha, RSS is bad, BJP is bad. Okay, that's a premise that the opposition begins with. I want to ask you, what about those political parties that call Sanatan as dengue, malaria, AIDS? Are they good parties? I also want to know that if Mamata Banerjee calls Hinduism a Ganda Dharm and Akhilesh Yadav agrees with her, does that make them very secular and very nice individuals and parties? I want to ask you, Sanjay Jha, put a hand on your heart and say if there was any need for any such statement that actually brought in the divide right there by the so-called secularists, the people who wear this mask of secularism but blame the BJP for polarization and do it themselves.
Navika, let me tell you, the beauty of a country and the extraordinary diversity of a country is evident today, where we are celebrating not just Eid, we are also celebrating Navratri. I mean, that is frankly what makes India special. It is what makes us a remarkable nation. And I just feel that if on a day like this, when, as everyone has rightly pointed out, from whichever community we represent, that festivals and religious occasions are not exclusive to one religion. I can tell you, I'm a very proud Hindu. All our festivals, all the festivals of the Muslims, Christians, whatever, we go out on the streets and celebrate with people, including strangers. I mean, during a Ganpati festival in Mumbai, people dance with people they don't know and they don't see again. And they belong from every faith. I mean, I just want to basically say one thing, Navika, that, whatever political persons speak, a lot of them, as we all know, you are part of media, you know it, I'm part of politics, I know it for sure. Politicians will come and muddy the waters. And this is a fact. I think we need not ever try.
Are you today saying, please say it, if I understand you rightly, are you saying that Mamata Banerjee and Akhilesh Yadav have crossed a line? Yes or no?
I'm making a statement bipartisan across all political parties. I'm also talking about parties that have allowed quietly the use of a bulldozer, that have allowed hate speeches calling for genocide, that have allowed lynching to happen over a decade and have been quiet. I'm also talking about, by the way, India's highest political office that talks of Bhais, Mangal Sutra and whatnot.
Sanjay, I come back and ask you again. Today, on the day of Eid, on the day of second Navratra, I ask you again, has any Hindu leader or any leader from any political party which you keep blaming every day, RSS or BJP, have they said anything that divides people today? And how would you respond to Akhilesh Yadav and Mamata Banerjee? Please clarify. Let's be specific tonight.
Yeah, let's be specific. I'll tell you why. Navika, your question actually in a great number of ways is a manifestation of the problem we face. You are absolutely right that maybe on a sacrosanct day, a consecrated day where the Muslims are celebrating Eid, everyone will go suddenly quiet and say, yes, we are together, we are one, we are inclusive, and we are indeed secular and syncretic. One day later, the hate speeches are back with a vengeance.
That's the point. Well, self-goal, Pradeep Bhandari. At least today the BJP didn't say anything. So who aired? The secularists aired. But Sanjay Jha is too scared to take their names. Isn't it, Pradeep?
I blame BJP for the climate of political hate.
Well, Navika ji, Sanjay Jha was giving us lectures on hate. See, I was not interrupting anybody. In my opening comment, Waris Pathan interrupted me. Now, Sanjay, please allow me a minute of time. Do not get rattled by facts. Thank you. Sanjay, my dear friend, you were giving us lectures on hate. Can you please elaborate and elucidate? Is calling Sanatan and Hindu Dharm Ganda Dharm not hate? Is calling Sanatan as dengue, malaria, AIDS brigades not hate? Is comparing the Hindu community with Talibani not hate? Is Hindu Atangwad not hate? Is 2611 RSS ki sajish not hate? All of this is hate. And if you are really a secularist, Sanjay, and if your party, Congress party, is a secularist, please tell us where were you when Malda violence happened in 2025? Right here, the High Court has ordered the district magistrate to issue a report and question the government of Mamata Banerjee. Where were you when the Ram Navami clashes took place in April 2023? Where were you when Ram Navami procession was attacked in April 2024? Where were you when Raniganj riots happened in April 2018? Where were you when Asansol communal clashes happened in 2018? And in all of this, the community which was the targeted community was the Hindu community. And if you are really a secularist, you would have spoken against a rioter like Fameen Khan, who was involved in Nagpur. And if you are really a secularist, Mamta has not done a single tweet on Navratri. If today Navratri is there, Chaitra Navratri, why has Mamta Banerjee not wished the people of Bengal on Navratri?
Absolutely.
Why has she only wished on Eid? This is my problem.
That's the question. That's the question. Waris bhai. अब ईद मुबारक हम कहते हैं, आप भी नवरात्रि कह दो, लेकिन वो ट्वीट नहीं होगा, लेकिन सेक्युलरिस्ट हैं. You will teach everybody a lesson on secularism, but you will not wish other people on Navratras. And I want to ask you today, was it necessary for Mamata Banerjee to come out and say today that Hindus follow a Ganda Dharma?
Well, Navika, what Mamata Banerjee said will be replied by her spokesperson, who is very well on your channel. Now, let me tell you, Navika, one thing. The Constitution speaks about equality. If our Hindu brothers have a right to have their Ganpati Pandal on the road, which we don't object to, if our Hindu brothers have a right, like the Kawadiyas, to go on the road for months, and the petals are showered upon them from the helicopter, that we don't have any objection. So why do you objection if a Muslim offers namaz on the road for 15-20 minutes? Heavens won't fall. That is why we said there should be equality.
In Mumbai, nobody objected.
There is one thing that you...
Waris bhai, in Mumbai, nobody objected to you. You did your namaz. You offered your namaz on the road. Because you wanted to prove a point. Nobody objected. Nobody objected. So why are you making a song and dance? Anand Ranganathan, what is the point Waris bhai is trying to make?
No.
No, Waris bhai is unnecessarily trying to muddy the water, as ironically Sanjay Jha mentioned. Waris side. Waris Pathan sahab, आज देखिए ईद का दिन है. आज इंटरप्ट ना करें. Thank you. आज is a day to celebrate.
प्रदीप बोल रहा है भाई साहब, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ.
It wasn't him. It was Pradeep actually. Yeah. Go on, Anand.
Okay. It's the same DNA. It's the same DNA. It's the same DNA. No, look, the fact of the matter is that, as I already said, religious processions of all religions take place on our roads all the time. But the fact of the matter is, will Waris Pathan Sahab say that Delhi High Court was wrong in barring namaz to be held on the roads? Let him say yes or no. Let him say Delhi High Court was wrong.
Waris bhai, and let me also read out. This is the question that we asked our viewers. It was a social media question that we put out, and the survey is out here. Should namaz be allowed on the roads? Overwhelmingly, people voted to say no. Roads are for traffic movement. So, Waris bhai, were High Courts wrong? Was the Delhi High Court wrong?
I would like you to ask Grok. Let us have a reply from Grok as well. You ask Grok, today you will have a reply from Grok as well.
So Waris bhai, should we remove courts? Should we remove courts from this country and only ask Grok all the questions?
Morning 7 a.m. when there is no traffic congestion. Navika, when there is no traffic congestion on a holiday morning at 7 a.m., what is the harm if somebody offers? We have been offering it since years. Because the masjids are full in the morning, so people who come late, they get a place on the road and they offer namaz.
And the Grok has clearly said,
but they have problem with our namaz.
I have asked Grok.
Pradeep, this is not the way.
No.
Pradeep Bhandari has asked Grok. You advised him to ask Grok. He's asked Grok, and Grok has said no.
Answered.
Courts को आप मानते नहीं. BJP law and order आप मानते नहीं. Now listen to Grok. Grok says no. You cannot offer any prayers on the roads. But let me get in Tariq Khan. Tariq Khan, I understand. You have a vote bank that you need to appeal to, and Akhilesh bhai has to appeal to the vote bank of the Muslims. Fair enough. Nobody has a problem with that. Nobody has a problem that it is the day of Eid and he comes out. He doesn't go to the Ram temple in Ayodhya, but he comes out on Eid to meet his voters. Fine. Nobody has a problem with that. But for him to say Mamata Banerjee is right when she calls Hinduism Ganda Dharm, I want to ask you, कोई भी धर्म, चाहे वो क्रिश्चियनिटी हो, बुद्धिज्म हो, सिखिज्म हो, इस्लाम हो, हिंदू हो, किसी को भी आप गंदा धर्म कह सकते हैं? How come the freedom is only available to abuse the Hindu dharm?
The ganda, that's wrong.
Happy Eid, and am I allowed to be happy Eid and happy Navratri to all your viewers and everyone who is on the panel. Okay. And what Mamata ji or Akhilesh ji has said about the politics BJP is doing in Bengal, that is that the leader of opposition is saying that if Muslims will be the MLA in the assembly, we should throw them out of the assembly. So what he's talking about that politics. Now, let me explain something. Abhi Ranganathan ji said that processions goes in all the religions. I agree. There is a procession, Julus of Muharram, as well as there is Kavan Yatra and we have Kavan Yatra and many other processions. But there is a difference. The time period is different. Because Kavan Yatra remains for 26 or 27 days. And Muharram Julus is for 1 day. Mahakumbh is for 45 days. Muharram Julus is for 1 day. You cannot compare these processions. Okay, when Kavan Yatra being on the roads, nowhere traffic has been blocked. We have hassle-free going every here and there. And when Mahakumbh happened, only 5,000-6,000 people were there and no traffic jam were there. All the people, 5 seconds, 5 more seconds.
Anand Ranganathan raising his hand to come in. But meanwhile, let me also tell Waris Bhai. Grok was asked the question, should namaz be done on roads? The response is whether namaz should be performed on roads is a matter of context, practicality and local regulations. Islam encourages prayers in clean, quiet and designated spaces like mosques or homes when possible, but it also allows flexibility in emergencies. Is there an emergency tonight? I don't know. And when no suitable place is available, performing namaz on roads could disrupt traffic, pose safety risk or inconvenience others, which might conflict with the Islamic principle of not causing harm or public disturbance. This is what Grok says. Anand Ranganathan, please respond.
Yes, truly.
नहीं देखिए पहली बात तो तारिक भाई
पठान साहब there was no public disturbance.
पठान साहब देखिए आप
inconvenience caused to any person, and that is I thank the BMC officials today for cleaning the road so that we can offer our namaz peacefully in a clean.
But it can't be a rule. It can't be a rule. Is what Grok says, and you ask the question of Grok. But Anand Ranganathan, I'm lowering all faders. Anand Ranganathan, I'm short on time.
पहली बात तो ये कहना वारिस पठान साहब का कि no inconvenience was caused logically is wrong, because when you have a main road and you block it for half an hour or 1 hour, of course you are causing inconvenience to lakhs of motorists and pedestrians. So logically that is wrong. As far as Tariq Bhai is concerned, respectfully Tariq Bhai, because एक तो मैंने आपको ईद का मुबारकबाद दी है, लेकिन जो कावड़ियां हैं वो ट्रेडमिल पे थोड़ी ना है, वो चल रहे हैं. तो 20 दिन से एक ही जगह कावड़िया बैठे नहीं हुए हैं. ऐसे ही जो मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन है वो चल रहा है. जो प्रोसेशन इन प्रोसेस हैं उनको ब्लॉक नहीं किया जाता ना, वो चलते हैं हर रिलीजन के. लेकिन नमाज का अब आप ही बता दीजिए, क्या हाई कोर्ट गलत था जब हाई कोर्ट ने कहा कि एक जगह आप बैठ के नमाज रोड पे नहीं पढ़ सकते? आप कह दीजिए गलत था.
My problem is not only about traffic as well. My problem is also safety of those who are sitting on roads and offering namaz. What about their safety? And may I just read a statement that was put out by the Abu Dhabi government. Motorists who stop their vehicles in undesignated places on highways to offer prayers will be fined 1,000 dirhams as the practice poses dangers to them and other road users. This is from Abu Dhabi Police. This is the statement that has come out from them. लेकिन नहीं, वहां शायद इस्लाम अलग है. Here Islam is different. The question tonight is only this. Yes, it's a festival and we all wish all our Muslim brothers and sisters Eid Mubarak. But does it really have to be on the roads? Does it have to come from defiance of every rule that is created by the courts and the law of the land? And because it is a celebration for the Muslims, should other religions be called Ganda Dharm? Especially because it is the Hindu Dharm which is being abused here? That's the question we are asking tonight. Thank you very much to all my panelists. I want to say that the right to pray is enshrined in our constitution. It's a fundamental right and it's unalienable. However, the counterbalance to each and everyone's right is our duty as well. It is our duty to abide by the rules and the laws of the land. It is also our duty to ensure no other citizen is inconvenienced. Why should roads be blocked for namaz? After all, millions of Muslims have peacefully offered namaz without flouting the rules. If everyone decides to defy the law and flout the rules in the name of true democracy, will we not descend into a complete anarchy? Those who are outraged that there is a meat ban on Navratras didn't shed tears when Ram Navami processions were blocked. Those who want namaz on roads were outraged by DJ music by the Kawadiyas. The question is, where do we draw the line?